Eminem has never been one to shy away from sharing the raw, painful moments of his past, especially his struggles with bullying. In one of his earlier tracks, Brain Damage, from his 1999 album The Slim Shady LP, M doesn't hold back. He describes a traumatic experience from his childhood involving a bully named DeAngelo Bailey. In the song, Eminem paints a vivid picture of what he went through at the hands of Bailey, who he claims would bully him relentlessly. The lyrics in the song detail how Bailey would push him into lockers, mock him, and even shove his head into a urinal, breaking his nose in the process. The song's lyrics are intense and raw, showing just how deep the emotional scars of bullying can run, and spits lines like, "I was a little kid, with a vision but no voice, couldn't even speak, felt like I had no choice." But what really hit hard was the line, "I was a little boy with no hope, looking up at these guys who would laugh and provoke." Eminem was making it clear how much these experiences affected him, and how the trauma stayed with him long after. Bailey was a major source of that pain, and M used music to express the anger and hurt that came from years of torment. Now, you'd think that with the success M achieved from his music, he would be leaving his past behind, but that wasn't the case. In 2001, Bailey, who had since become a sanitation worker, wasn't too thrilled about how he was depicted in the song. He filed a defamation lawsuit against Eminem, seeking $1 million in damages, claiming that the song damaged his reputation and portrayed him unfairly. Bailey argued that the lyrics weren't just an exaggeration of his childhood bullying. They were harmful and damaging to his character. He took the issue to court, hoping to get compensation for what he believed was a misrepresentation. Here's where it gets interesting. The case went to court, but the judge, Deborah Servito, wasn't about to let it be just another ordinary legal battle. Instead, she dropped a bombshell ruling in the form of a rhyme. Yes, you read that right, a rhyming ruling. Judge Servito ruled in Eminem's favor, saying that the song was a form of exaggerated artistic expression. She stated that the lyrics were not meant to be taken literally and were protected by the First Amendment. In her memorable ruling, she dropped this. Mr. Bailey complains that his rap is trash, so he's seeking compensation in the form of cash. Bailey thinks he's entitled to some monetary gain because Eminem used his name in vain. The lyrics are stories no one would take as fact. They're an exaggeration of a childish act. It is therefore this court's ultimate position that Eminem is entitled to summary disposition. This was an incredibly creative move by the judge, who made it clear that the song was a piece of artistic expression and not a factual recount of events. The court ruled that the song was protected by the freedom of speech and artistic freedom. Bailey's defamation case was tossed out, and Eminem was free to continue making music without legal worries from his childhood bully. It wasn't a small win, it was a public statement that Eminem, even through his most controversial lyrics, was untouchable when it came to artistic expression. Bailey, on the other hand, walked away from the legal battle with nothing but a bruised ego. The entire case, in the end, felt like a publicity stunt more than anything, and it did nothing but bring more attention to M's past struggles and his powerful ability to turn those struggles into chart-topping songs. In 2005, an appeals court upheld the judge's decision, sealing Eminem's victory. Bailey, despite his best efforts, couldn't take down the rap icon.